Next in biology, you have a quiz. It's quiz 3. But let's review first. I recommend that you watch this video again and again until you know it before you take the quiz. I recommend that whenever you miss 3, you stop the tape, go back to the beginning, and try it again until you can get all the way through the tape. Okay? Okay, these are your choices. There's taxonomy, arthropoda, common name, plant characteristics, animal characteristics, order, Tracheophyta, taxon, and species. Okay. Which one is the largest division of plants? The largest division of plants. Okay, you should have said Tracheophyta. Okay, we know kingdom's the largest, and we can tell by the PHYTA that this is plants. Okay? What is the smallest unit of classification? The smallest unit of classification. Is species. Groups of families. What are groups of families called? Groups of families is an order. Category. Which one of these is a category? Okay, a category is taxon. Which one is classification? Classification. You should have said taxonomy. Green, conductive tissue, seeds, flowers. What do you think? Green, conductive tissue, seeds, flowers. Okay, those are plant characteristics. Segmented digestive system, appendages. What am I describing? Segmented digestive system, appendages. Those are animal characteristics. Popular usage. Popular usage. Okay, popular usage would be the common name. Okay, what is the largest phylum of animals? The largest phylum of animals. Okay, largest phylum of animals is Arthropoda. All animals which possess a spine or a backbone would be included in which class? Would it be phylum, class, genus, or species? All animals which possess a spine would be included in which one? Phylum, class, genus, or species? Okay, phylum. If an Animalia taxon ends in ATA, it may, must, or could be a phylum or class. Okay, so you have two answers. If an Animalia taxon ends in ATA, is it may, must, or could be a phylum or class or order? Okay, if an Animalia taxon ends in ATA, it must be a phylum. True or false? A species designation should always include the genus. True or false? A species designation should always include the genus. True. An organism which produces its food by photosynthesis may or must be placed in what kingdom? Is it Plantae kingdom or an Animalia kingdom? An organism which produces its food by photosynthesis, is it may or must be placed in the plant or animal kingdom? Okay, an organism which produces its food by photosynthesis may be placed in the plant kingdom. An organism which does not react or is very slow to respond to stimuli is probably a what? Is it a plant or an animal? An organism which does not react or is very slow to respond to stimuli is probably a what? A plant or an animal? Okay, it's probably a plant. Okay. The difference between plants and animals, are they similar, somewhat different, somewhat similar, or greatly different? How would you describe the difference between plants and animals? Similar, somewhat different, or greatly different? They are greatly different. Okay, your choices are more or fewer. There are blank kinds of plants than animals. Your choices are more or fewer. There are blank kinds of plants than animals. Okay, there are fewer kinds of plants than animals. When there are two choices for each level of the sequence for identification, that classifying tool is called what? When there are two choices, remember that, two choices for each level of the sequence for identification, that classifying tool is called a what? Okay, it's a dichotomous key. True or false? To a taxonomist, a plant is the sum total of all its characteristics. True or false? To a taxonomist, a plant is the sum total of all its characteristics. True. True or false? Teeth patterns in animals and thorns in plants are examples of characteristics which a taxonomist might observe for keying. True or false? Teeth patterns in animals and thorns in plants are examples of characteristics which a taxonomist might observe for keying. True or false? True. True or false? Corn is a type of grass. True or false? Corn is a type of grass. True. Okay. Taxonomy is an organizing science used in, is it biology, zoology, or botany? Taxonomy is an organizing science used in which one? Biology, zoology, or botany? All of them. True or false? Classification systems are all the same. True or false? Classification systems are all the same. False. They vary with the taxonomist. The name given to an organism which causes the least confusion and is the same in any language or in any country is the blank name. The name given to an organism which causes the least confusion and is the same in any language or in any country is the blank name. the scientific name. When a species is made up of different smaller groups, each of those smaller groups is known as a what? When a species is made up of different smaller groups, each of these smaller groups is known as a what? Okay, they're known as a variety. A tool used in classification. What is a tool used in classification? A tool used in classification is a key. A list of choices that follows in a sequence for identification is what? A list of choices that follows in a sequence for identification is a what? Okay, it's a dichotomous key. Okay, I want you to go through, listen to this tape again as many times as you need to. Make sure you know it before you take the quiz.